Hello, Singaporeans. Here is a personal note on why Singapore's wealth-centric growth strategy is a bad idea by Ravi Philemon, Secretary General of Red Dot United. I read with concern the recent remarks by Chee Hong Tat about Singapore's push to attract more ultra-wealthy investors and family offices to set up their regional headquarters and grow their wealth here. This is yet another sign of a government that is increasingly out of touch with the realities faced by ordinary Singaporeans. Singapore's economy is growing, but who is it growing for? Wealth continues to be concentrated at the top, while ordinary Singaporeans struggle with rising costs, stagnant wages, and unaffordable housing. Our government seems more interested in creating an environment where the super rich can park their wealth, buy up luxury properties, and enjoy tax incentive, rather than ensuring that Singaporeans can afford a home, receive quality healthcare, or earn a fair wage. The problem with Singapore's pro-wealth policies: does this growth benefit Singaporeans? The government keeps saying that attracting wealthy investors will create jobs and opportunities, but in reality, wealth inequality has worsened, and wage growth for the average Singaporean remains sluggish. Many of these wealthy investors do not contribute to society in meaningful ways. They park their money here, drive up property prices, and enjoy tax incentives that ordinary Singaporeans can only dream of. Rising costs of living and housing unaffordability. The surge in family offices and ultra-wealthy investors buying property directly impacts housing prices, making it harder for young Singaporeans to afford a home. A 3-room HDB flat in Bidadari is now selling for $900,000. This is a public housing unit meant for ordinary Singaporeans, yet prices are being pushed beyond reach. Meritocracy, or a system that protects the privileged? Singapore was once known for meritocracy, but today it has become a system that protects privilege rather than rewarding talent. The ultra-rich can pay for elite education, private tutors, and top-tier global networks, while the rest rely on CDAC, Mendaki, or SINDA tuition, a system where the gap keeps widening. A government that seems to work for the elites, not the people. Policies like tax incentives for family offices, low corporate taxes, and financial secrecy law serve to attract the ultra-wealthy, but they do nothing for the average Singaporeans struggling with day-to-day expenses. When political office holders like ministers live in homes beyond the reach of even hard-working professionals, how can they claim to understand the struggles of ordinary Singaporeans? What we should be doing instead? Singapore doesn't need more billionaires hoarding wealth here. We need policies that truly prioritize Singaporeans. A well-being economy, where wage growth keeps pace with cost of living, and the benefits of economic growth are shared by all, not just the elite. SERS, S-E-R-S for all, so that ordinary Singaporeans never have to worry about their HDB flat hitting $0 value when the 99-year lease expires. A healthcare system that prioritizes people over profits, so that no one skips medical appointments or essential medications due to cost. More public rental and rent-to-own schemes to ensure that young Singaporeans and lower-income families have real housing security. Singapore should not be a playground for the rich at the expenses of ordinary people. It is time to reset our priorities. A country is not just measured by GDP or the number of billionaires it attracts, but by how it takes care of its people. If we continue down this path, Singaporeans will feel more and more like second-class citizens in their own country. It's time for a new social contract, one where Singapore works for all, not just the ultra-rich. What are your thoughts on Ravi has said? Lastly, I want to say, we can attract all the foreign wealth we want, but the government must ensure that every Singaporean remains a first-class citizen for a better Singapore. I am Ben Phua from Red Dot United. Thank you.